What's up, Lucha Maniacs? Hello, Wiki Bobby. I see Bob Hutchinson. I see Matt Higgins. I see Joe Hersky. Nothing better than some fried catfish. Yeah, we got some things to talk about, and I got a box of AEW Alert to open. So, as Cody Rhodes says, so what do you want to talk about? Tomorrow night, we got AIW Wrestling in Akron, Ohio. It's going to be a good time. It's been a while since I've been to the Tadmore Shrine, and it's 420. What is available in these? These have blaster exclusive. Collect low numbered blue parallels of select inserts. We'll get to these momentarily. So what's everybody up to on this beautiful Friday night? Tomorrow in the morning, we got Hartville. I hear them Duke boys are going to be there doing Duke boy type things. A bunch of other people doing autographs. My boy Fuck Money Fusselman will be set up selling things. Go buy some of his shit. Triple H approached me about recording a song for him because of his speech impediment. He wants his song. We'll go over the lyrics in a little bit. I was reading through them, and I don't feel they're very, very right, if you know what I mean. Fandom Iconic come up. Yes. Fandom Iconic self-destructed a long time ago. So I don't know what's going off with those people. I mean, I know why it's self-destructed. Its leadership was lacking. Oh, yes. Speaking of 420, Midnight Smoke Shop, once again, is sponsor of the American Luchador. Check them out, 3712 Pearl Road, open 9 a.m. to midnight, 365 days a year for all your smoking needs and accessories. They got the twofers on the disposables. And, of course, I don't have the ones that they have on sale up here. But they do carry the ClickMate, which is what I've been using. I know I've demoed this before. You buy the reusable device with removable pods, and you're not throwing away the battery. ClickMate. But yeah, check them out. And for all you guys that want to grow your own marijuana, they got all your seeds. So what do you guys want to start talking about? I'll let you guys control the room. Captain Crappy Ass Person. Well, if we're going to go about Fandom Iconic, if that's the subject we're going to start on, yeah, management was, if you want to call it that, management was poor. We'll go into Dragon's Word and getting catfished. The song that Triple H wants me to record for the love of his life, Blunk and Becky. Yeah, Fandom Iconic started as, well, there would be no luchador if it wasn't for this, because I got gilded into it, actually. I want to know part. I'll be honest with you, boys and girls. Time for 100% pulling the curtain back and transparency here. I want to know part with this. Going out of my way every week to try to put something out here. So the guys that get it are obviously here and appreciate it, and I'm here for you now. But I want to know part of this, boys and girls. None whatsoever. None. And it morphed into this thing that I have fun with now. And I hope you guys do too. But there was a lot of lunacy, and we had people from overseas involved in this, and really fat dudes, that has come from a fat guy, who laid on their side eating cheeseburgers in a team meeting. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen, I think, on the internet. And I've seen 2 girls, 1 cup. This fat fuck, he's laying on his side eating microwave fucking cheeseburgers in a Zoom meeting with us. And I'm like, I'm looking at everybody around me. I'm like, are they hundreds of dollars of food and booze every week? Yeah. I'm glad I only got to support my booze habit. And since I'm not on antibiotics, boys and girls, I'm having a drink tonight. With a microwave in his bedroom. Not just in his bedroom, right beside of his bed. What's his name? Bullshit. Some dude that's living off government assistance that hates the government, hates the police, hates everything that he takes advantage of. And he had his poor niece, I believe it was, pushing his fat ass around in a wheelchair. Get the fuck up. I think he had some PTSD or something they were claiming because he was a cab driver. He got robbed. So he decided to become a fat fuck recluse that wanted his Patreon members to pay for him toys. Not one of each. Two of each. One he can open and review. And one he can keep, mint in box. But he don't have a job. So we had that. And then our other compadres are involved in this. Never contributed really anything. And they said the reason they didn't contribute is because they didn't like the captain's lady. We use that term loosely. Then the captain's lady was no longer in the picture, and they still didn't do anything. So while everybody was on a hiatus, is that the term we'd use, or just not doing anything? I continued every week, putting out something. And, well, I don't have anybody telling me what to talk about, when to talk about it, how to talk about it. I do me. Oh, yeah, that was the shitstorm right there, Bob. What was it, the Sentinel? He was GoFunding me for rent that he didn't pay anyways in this government subsidy housing. But he was begging for more money for microwave burritos is what it was. But he got his Sentinel figure. Then his excuse was, or Galactus, that must have been the Sentinel. I think it was the first one of those big fucking things to come out. Oh, I know you lit that fire. I pre-ordered it months ago. Well, if you don't have money for $700, $750 action figures, you shouldn't pre-order them a year or 10 years or 2 months or 2 minutes before you're going to get them. Seems sort of irresponsible. Yeah, he prepaid for it all right. Money he begged from people on the internet. The beggary. It's sickening. But yeah, once Captain's lady was out of the picture, they still, what's up, Jets? They still didn't want to do anything. So, I mean, that each their own. I mean, I didn't originally want to do it either, but I did it. And there was months there that I was the only one posting anything on Fandom Iconic. Everybody else was, oh shit, I just unplugged something, guys. Hold on. Was on a mental break, and what's the term that he liked to use? It all went, was it ziggity boo boo? Yeah, the whole crew was just ziggity boo boo. Well, you get the luchador out of it. Oh, give an update. I was at the doctor again today. I noticed I don't have my brace on. I'm letting it air out. And this has been on for hours, so I will take it off and show you guys the scar. This compression wrap. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. It's kind of hard to see, actually. I don't know. Can you guys see it? Yeah, I agree with that statement, Bob. And I was in therapy today, and looky, they told me to hold it here. Yeah, he abandoned ship and expected me to carry on, my wayward son. And he could tell people what to do, what to say, who to have on their shows, what to talk about. No, that's not how it works with the Luch. Don't nobody tell the Luch what to do, not even the Luch. So I'm glad all that's over. I don't have to deal with that nonsense. I don't have to put up that nonsense. I ain't heard nothing out of them people. Last time that particular person talked to me is when he needed some stuff moved. And then I was trying to get in touch with him, and his number didn't work. Funny, we went from talking every day, at least once a day on the phone, to not at all after he got everything moved. Yeah, 20 followers in a year. There's a reason. There is a reason. In between these subjects, does anybody want to hear the lyrics to this song? The song's vaguely familiar. Triple H wants me to record this, lay this down in the studio for him for Becky. Lumpkin Becky, that is. It says, Becky on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. He says to sing it in a voice similar to his, but not as bad so people can somewhat understand it. So many things I wanna say, but you never gonna understand it. You know I like my girls a lot younger. I just wanna use your humpback tonight. And I don't wanna be, that don't make any sense. Lose your hump tonight. I think that's what he meant. Next verse. That was the chorus, boys and girls. I ain't got no friends to talk to, just the ones in my mind. I can't run when I'm in trouble because I am a cripple. You know I can't do anything for you. Stay the night, but keep it undercover because I don't want to go to jail tonight. Hey, Jennifer, I was just reading a song that Triple H sent me the lyrics, and he wants me to record it for him for his love of his life, Becky Blumpkin. We were talking about Phantom Iconic. I revealed my finger, what it's looking like right now. I'll record it tonight, the Hutch says. Was that therapy today? And I'm getting that much out of it. That's a good thing. So we'll see. I have a... it's all downstairs. I got a bunch of therapy appointments on Fridays. I schedule them so they don't fuck with my work. But yeah, this song, the lyrics of this song, Becky's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things I wanna say, but you would never understand me. You know I like my girls a lot younger. That's... Hello, Matt Higgins. These lyrics are a little sus, as they say. All right, we went over that. We're going to open some Allure. My boy, Dragon's Word got catfished like a motherfucker. He was warned that he was getting catfished. He didn't want to hear it. He didn't. Oh, rip of that finger. He didn't want to hear it. Supposed to have Cora Jade, and it was a no-show, no-go. What we get in here? We get 6 cards per pack, 5 packs per box. We got 5 packs of AEW Allure. I don't think I've opened any of these yet, boys and girls. Oh, you get 1 horizontal SP or Star Futures base card per pack, it says. I am just a pedophile tonight. What's up, Tone? We're opening up some cards. I just dropped them everywhere. Well, I got one for Jennifer in here already. What we got here? We got Claudio Castagnoli. They're very shiny cards. Kenny Omega. These are all base cards so far. Orange Cassidy. Dustin Rhodes. We got a Color Flow. Maybe I have had these. I'm thinking I have. Color Flow, Adam Cole. And here you go, Jennifer. I'll set it off to the side. Here's an MJF card. That's pack number 1. Hopefully you get a special card tonight. All my cards are special. Brody King. Darby Allin. Mark Quinn. These like... It doesn't say anything. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Some of these got a slightly different background. This is a Angelo Parker table, it says. It's like a wood grain or something in the background. Here's Sky Blue. Yeah, that one don't say table. And Bryce Remsburg, that's pack number 2. Adam Cole, baby, pack number 3. Colton Gunn. Ray Phoenix. Ricky Starks. I got a die cut. It's an Adam Cole Allure die cut. Pretty cool card. And a Stokely Hathaway table. There must have been a table card in the first pack, and I didn't pay attention. Abandon. MJF is a stud. Tone is too. Wheeler Yuta. Sammy Guevara. I got another color flow. Oh, I got something weird. There's a color flow. Limitless Keith Lee. I got a ice cream for Ty Mello. Allure ice cream card that's cut all weird. Yeah, they're AEW Allure. Made by Upper Deck. Friday Night Stream. What's up, Fiend? Yeah, because I'm being at the AIW show tomorrow night. No, that's Evil Uno. There's Excalibur. Last pack. Samoa Joe. I got some other die cut card in there. I can see it. Adam Cole, baby. Athena table card. Jungle Boy Jack Perry Allure title fights die cut card. Britt Baker. And Lee Moriarty. Yep. Dr. Britt Baker. Really nice cards. This one right here, if you're a Jungle Boy fan, is pretty cool card. That's the box. You don't get a lot for $30 nowadays. Yeah, I'll put that MJF in a sleeve and get Mrs. Luchador to get it to Tony Monday. Let's see, what else we got to talk about? We got the song out of the way. We got the self-destruction of Fandom Iconic. What else was our subjects? Good Upper Decker. A good old Upper Decker. Ha ha. Anti-CM Punk. I definitely am anti-CM. You know what shirt I was wearing yesterday at work, though, and I didn't realize it because Mrs. Luchador has a tendency to put up my clothes for me, and I get dressed in the dark, so you can put me in anything. What'd you miss, Matt? But I get to work, and I realize I'm wearing a CM Punk shirt. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's all right. Most of the guys I work with, they're not wrestling fans, so. What'd you miss, Matt? Did you miss Triple H's song he's wanting the Luch to record for him? I have some issues with the subject matter. AIW tomorrow night. Becky selfies. We'll get into those in a minute. Is my buddy wrestling tomorrow night in the AIW show? I don't know if he is. What am I drinking? I'm actually having a bit of this. I tried a sip of it last week. The Von Payne Black. I'm going to add a little more to my glassy poo here. Look at, wait a minute. I'll do it up here. Right out of the mouth of the gargoyle or demon, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. It's something. It's not bad. I'm just glad to be off the antibiotics. They say it's what happened to fandom. They ain't been a thing for almost 2 years. That's what happened to them. We were talking about the when they self-destructed, and I was the only one left holding the bag, as they say. The devil juice. I am the devil. When it went from a team effort to all the weight on one person's back, and then the person didn't want to put any effort into it, and I mean any, thought he could still call the shots. So I'm no longer affiliated with Fandom Iconic and haven't been for a long time. Not since that somebody tried to. There's my trash over there. I'm proud of myself. I didn't throw it everywhere. Somebody tried to use my personal debit card to boost a post. Alex Maley is his name. He's doing great so far in his rookie year. Well, I'll let you know how he does tomorrow. Oh, the puppet. What did he have? 3 puppet shows in 6 months? No, it did just come up. Somebody had mentioned something about Fandom Iconic. It self-destructed, is what it is. I have nothing to do with it at all. Not at all. No, nothing new. But yeah, somebody tried to use my personal debit card that was attached to a Facebook account because these people didn't have bank accounts. I don't know how adults don't have bank accounts of some kind, but I'm not going to get into that. Only people who don't have bank accounts and credit cards are people that are hiding from something. I think it still is a YouTube channel. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I used to broadcast there as well. I did, yes. So a lot of my videos still up on that channel. But you can go back and look at whatever was the last one that I, if you go on there, that's when it ended with me, whatever the date is, when they would be simulcast. I would put them out on my channel and Fandom Iconic at the same time. Fandom Iconic was just lunacy. Lunacy, I tell you. And I wish him nothing but the best. Send thoughts and prayers. Is what it is. I harbor no ill feelings. Oh. Yeah, we did all kinds of stuff. We would just weird things, man. We'd go all the way out. Now he has a Satan character. Well, that's cool. Go all the way out to the tattoo shop in where's that? Madison. And then he wouldn't sell anything to anybody that showed up out there. Weird. It was weird, man. Waste a lot of time and effort on that. And it got brought up the other day as to why I'm no longer associated with said entity. There's a reason, because I don't entertain crazy. That's part of the problem. I don't have to entertain your crazy. I've gotten to the point in my life where if something don't go my way, whether I'm right or wrong is irrelevant, because in my mind I'm always right. But if you rub me the wrong way, piss me off or whatever, done. I got no time for your crazy. No time. I got enough with my own crazy. I don't need your crazy too. Yeah, it was really weird too, Matt. Used to talk to this guy on a daily. And as soon as he got all his shit moved out of his storage unit, changes his phone number. We went from being like besties to he don't even know this motherfucker. Very weird. Very weird. But, oh, you got plenty of your own crazy. Fashion shows and conspiracy theories. There you go. You know what the conspiracy is? Everything. I agree with you 100%, Jennifer. I just wrote off some other cock liquor. Excuse my language. I won't be insulted. If I insult you and it's not intentional, you're just thin skinned. But when you intentionally insult me and my integrity, you can go fuck yourself. Family, friend, somebody I meet on a bus, I don't give a fuck. I'm not entertaining it. I'm not accepting an apology. I just don't give a fuck. It's one less thing I got to worry about. My conscience is clear. Happy 420 Eve to my 420 Lucha Maniacs. We're going to be at that 420 show tomorrow. I bet the place is going to smell like marijuana. Up in Smoke, AIW Wrestling at Tadmore Shrine. I'm not sure if general admission tickets are probably left. So if you want to grab some, grab them. The Luch will be setting with Mrs. Luch. Will be... Fuck. Are we front row? I don't even remember what I bought. Hold on. I'll tell you where the Luch is going to be setting. Did I add them to my wallet? I think I did. Yeah. No, that's from February 29th. So I got to go into... Oh, give me a goddamn minute, boys and girls. I just want to use your humpback tonight. Whoa. Come on, log in, you piece of shit. Oh, fuck. I don't even know where I'm sitting. Hold on. I have the app for that? Yeah, I do. That's where they're at. I'm a goddamn moron. 10 viewers. Wow. I've hit the big time. See tickets. Front row ringside, the American Luchador, boys and girls. Front row ringside. I thought that's what I got. I couldn't remember because I'm just a baller and just willy-nilly buy things. You'll be there and the smoke will be on, Joe. But yeah, the crazy, I don't have to entertain the crazy. Not going to entertain the crazy. I just don't give a fuck. But we'll be at Hartville in the morning doing Hartville-like things. Fucking Tom Wobat. Is that his name? Tom Wobat? One of them fucking Duke boys. He texted me about 3 hours ago wanting to know how much I was going to charge him for a picture with the American Luchador. I said, listen here, hillbilly. You ain't got enough money. If anyone needs a bunch of G.I. Joe shirt transfers, let me know. I have about $800 worth because of a certain captain. Yeah. There's a big box of those. It's actually a couple boxes. I mean, 3. But I need to shave. Yeah, we're not even going to get into that. Almost got hung on the $500 that wasn't in said bank account that they were trying to advertise it was a video about police tinfoil hats and I don't know, chemtrails or some shit on the Fandom Iconic Facebook page. Somebody tried to boost the video. Luckily, my bank shut that shit down instantly. They're like, this is not normal. And instantly notified me. And I was like, nope, that's not me. And then there was the Deal or No Deal sale of graded Star Wars action figures that, unbeknownst to me, had busted pegs in them. And he's like, oh, well. Yeah, he didn't get hung for the money. This asshole did, but that's cool. And then on the last day, I was helping this certain guy move shit out of his fucking storage unit way out in fucking, I don't know, bumfuck Painesville or wherever it was, back into the hood, University Heights, Cleveland. I don't even know where the fuck it was going. Because he's too busy watching shit on 2 cell phones at once. Some crazy loony shit about chemtrails and chemicals in the water, making the frogs gay. Fucking throws my truck door into the brick house next door, chips up all the paint on. He's like, oh well. I'm like, oh well, ain't your fucking truck. Not even an apology. Goes shuffling off into the house. I feel better about it. I'll take the chip paint, a few bucks amount, and I'll call it a day. It's got a person you pass at the side of the road, broke down, and you see him, and you're like, I could stop and help, or I could slow down, honk like a crazy person, say, no, it's me, wave, and then speed off. Just say no that you've seen him. I'm going to choose option B. Honk, wave, and then speed off. But it should be a good show tomorrow night. Joe, do you know who, because I didn't close my phone. Is there any special out-of-town talent going to be there tomorrow? Some signings, anything of that nature? I just want to use your hunchback tonight. Whoa. Got that song stuck in my head, boys and girls. It's a sad, sad thing. Sad, sad thing. I got a bunch of card sleeves here somewhere. So I was going to go sleeve that card up while I'm thinking about it. And you guys are discussing amongst yourselves what else you want to talk about. What the fuck I did with all these card sleeves? Every time I straighten things up here, I actually make it worse because I can't find anything. When it's just a jumbled fucking mess, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where it's at. And I'll reach under a stack of video games. I'm like, there, I knew it was there. Nobody announced. Everybody send out some thoughts and prayers to my boy, Matt Cardona, the indie god, the deathmatch king, the greatest thing ever in pro wrestling other than the American Luchador. I just open them for something to open on the show. I keep Sting, Undertaker cards, and the autographed ones I sell or trade off. I had a big stack of those and Matt relics that I ain't done anything with. I need to find somebody that actually collects them and trade them for something I would want or give them to somebody. But yeah, our boy Cardona, he had bicep surgery. He's doing well. I talked to him while he's in recovery. He said Triple H is a bitch and a punk ass hoe. Seen the new trailer for the Fall Guy movie. Sting has been around for a while. Sting's one of my personal favorites here. I really like the Stinger. I like Surfer Sting. I like Crow Sting. I like Joker Sting. I like old ass Sting. He had a good run. A lot of these guys, maybe, I hope it never comes out, but not a lot of people had anything bad to say about him, which is a good thing. All these other cocksuckers, man, as soon as they're no longer in power over them, got any leverage, they'll tell you what a piece of shit, like the huckster, as I call him. Found a sleeve for MJF. Fall Guy was a TV show from when I was a youngster back in the 80s, starring Lee Major. He's a stuntman bounty hunter who would go out chasing bell jumpers. And I went back and watched the show. Not nearly as great as I remember it being when I was 9, 10 years old. I'll give the movie a whirl. I mean, Joe, I'm going to pretend like you didn't say that because fuck CM Punk. But Sting is a super nice guy. And he was just helping Colt Seavers. That's right. He was just trying to make CM bitch feel better about himself. CM bitch. CM bitch in the house. Yeah, what's up with CM Punk and this McIntyre? I like Drew McIntyre. I like Drew McIntyre a lot. I know the man's getting long in the tooth, but he still performs. It's just I think got broken ass CM Punk in him. I don't know how this is going to work out. Punk, as soon as his, what is it? What's fucked up on him now? His elbow, his shoulder? I don't even remember. Something. Fucking ingrown toenail, something. Lee Majors is in the movie as an appearance. You mean he does a cameo in the movie? Right on. I just don't see this CM Punk. CP Monk. Who the fuck is CP Monk? Watch WWE. If so, what do you think of the QR code symbols? Yeah, I don't know what's going. I mean, different times where things are changing. Like I said, I watched Sunday. The last night of WrestleMania. It was okay. I'm not gonna just hate on it for the sake of hating on it. You're gonna have to. It's an old gimmick mocking Punk. Well, yeah, we should do this. Let me get Tony Khan on the phone. I just don't think CM Punk's a nice human being. And anybody that thinks he is, and that somehow or another in any of these situations he's the victim, I'd really reevaluate my life choices. And then they're like, oh, the thing that bothers me the most, cerebral palsy Monk. Thing that bothers me the most. New YouTube channel promoting the arrival of Wyatt Six, of the Wyatt Six. Oh, well, Joe answered that question, Jennifer. Thank you, Joe. Where was I at with this CM Punk nonsense? Yeah, for him to run that cocksucker and say he's the best in the world, never was, son. Never was. I had the pipe bomb. And I used to be able to fit into a large or an extra large shirt. And CP Monk is a straight edge chipmunk. Wiki Bobby, how are you not down with this, brother? He doesn't eat nuts because he's better than you. Oh my God. I got to go find this, Joe. If you have any links handy, text them to me, Joe. I'll be watching that when I get off. Jesus, man. How am I blissfully unaware of this? Night one, I only seen the highlights, Tone. I didn't watch the whole thing. Fallout TV series and a lot of fun in Fallout 4. A lot of run in for Fallout 4. Look up Colt Cabani too. I will have to. I'm on it. Joe gave me a mission. Wiki Bobby coming through with the completely unrelated comment. I just want to use your humpback tonight. Whoa. Rhea and Becky, yeah. They were called Team WWF. God damn, I got to go find this. What year in Ring of Honor was this? Obviously, it was after Punk left. Obviously. Oh, I got to find this, boys and girls. I might have something to entertain me the rest of the night. God damn. I was blissfully unaware of this. 05-ish. That's 05. I for sure wasn't watching Ring of Honor. I was at the second. No, 06. 06 is when I got back into it the second time. BM stunk. Triple H say, me best word. Quote, quote, never more. No more. Yeah, I didn't get out of the service till October 26, 2006. Kevin Owens is bleeding on SmackDown. That's probably what Mrs. Luchador is watching downstairs. I'm up here in the cave. I've been making progress on getting, kind of hard to tell, but I mean, I can tell because I know what all was jammed in here. I've made some progress on getting things migrated to the other room. What's the Colt Bunny all about? Well, Colt Cabana and CM Punk were a thing, so they're both fucking with both of them after they left. I'm assuming. But CM, I stubbed my toe Punk. He's a brittle old man. See, being straight edge didn't help him. He should have drank and smoked. Joe says 100%. That's what I figured. Yeah, they were just burning him up. I really liked Ring of Honor. Now I only catch it, the every so often I'll stumble across something, but back in the day, so this would be 06, 07? They got out October 26, 2006. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, he's got brittle bones. He got osteoporosis. He's old. He's old as fuck. I watched a lot of that too. But I don't remember that. I watched those on, believe it or not, VHS tapes, Joe. Lots of VHS tapes of Ring of Honor. Lots of them. Home recorded ones, bootlegs, whatever you want to call them. That man needs to do the fucking, needs to get in a partnership with the Milk Producers of America. Get his fucking, what do they give the old women when their bones get brittle? Channel 35, The Cat. Was that something here local? I didn't come back to the area till 2009. Found TNA tuning into a Canadian channel. The Long Dick. The fuck? Talk about off topic. Yeah, when I was a kid, I could get, believe it or not, depending on the weather, we could get channel 28, 29. It was right after the second PBS was channel 25, maybe. But there was a UHF station out of Detroit on some nights in the summer you could get. That's what they give the old ladies. Triple H likes them young. But maybe Wiki Bobby will remember. What was the black? He wore like a trench coat. He was like a black Wolfman Jack out of Detroit that used to host science fiction and horror movies. Fuck, I got Google in front of me. Wiki Bobby will come back 32 minutes later with it. And then I would get, they showed, of all things, getting back to that, after his show, horror host, Detroit, 80s. They would show fucking 1980s. Let me try that. See what comes up. Count Scary and the Ghoul. Nope. Was it Count Scary? Let me look at him. Oh, his name was Captain something or other. Nope. But I've seen Count Scary. No, he was from Detroit. Elvira. Count Scary. Let me try this. Wiki doesn't mean Wikipedia. Go fuck yourself. Was it Wolfman Mac? Is that who it was? I'll know as soon as I see him. Are you fucking with me, Wiki Bobby? That's not him. I don't think. No. This is something new. Um. I'll find the guy. Wiki is the sound he makes trying to breathe. Whoa. Or the iffy channels. Yeah, I would get it every so often. I'm thinking Captain Vic. Captain Vic. Let me Google that. That's what's coming to mind. Captain Vic. I'll do my homework this week. I'll do a lot of research and I'll find it. But anyways, I'd get him every so often. But getting back to it, I would get to see the Von Erichs wrestle, actually. After that, they would play the, what was that? The WWC? Is that what that was called, guys? Old school wrestling fans. It was all the Von Erichs and the Freebirds, and or was it Texas Stampede? There was a black horror host or a movie host from Detroit. I know it was coming through on the Detroit channel. WCCW. There you go. Joe comes. See, Joe, you know what? I don't know why this isn't a thing already. Hold on. Can I do this? Nope. I'll have to do it on because I'm using StreamYard. Joe needs to be a moderator. World Class Championship Wrestling. See, that's Joe knows what he's doing. Thank you, Joe. I will go into, I bet I can do it from my phone. Hold on, Joe, you about to become a moderator. Joe needs to be a moderator. You can put motherfuckers in timeout, things of that nature. Can I do it here? Let's see if I click on this, or do I have to be add as moderator? Not only that, I made you a managing moderator, Joe Hersky. Thank you. Not just a standard one. You're a managing one. Tell Broski to hire me. He's going to hire me first. He's going to need security, man. He's going to have to recover for a few months. Look at Joe's got the wrench of power. Do what you must, Joe. I bestow upon you the power. But, yeah, we're talking about, we got the cards out of the way, the destruction of Fandom Iconic. Once again, this is brought to you by Midnight Smoke Shop. Open 365 days a year, located at 3712 Pearl Road. They have all your smoking needs accessories. They have the twofer going on the disposable vapes right now. They have these too, actually, the drag bars. I always wear my mask, Jets. I have the, ask Joe. Sir Graves Ghastly? Maybe. Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure he wore a trench coat. No, but I remember him too. No, there was a black guy. There's a black guy. Unless he was like a fill-in for him or something. But I caught him a few times. If it was a clear hot night, you could, Black Spider, I will check that out. Now, the Ghoul's white guy, he was on here too. He was based out of, well, that was the son of Ghoul, I believe, based out of Akron for a while on Channel 55, I don't remember. You know what that dude, the son of Ghoul, does now? The Black Scorpion. I got a Black Scorpion for you, brother. sounds like a finisher move. Let's call it the Black Scorpion, baby. That fucking clown, the son of Ghoul, dirty hippie. He'll be at Hartville tomorrow selling his bootleg DVDs. You fucking poor, get a job. Pretty sure the guy was black. I was a small child. I mean, that's what I remember about him. He had a deep, raspy voice. Pretty sure he wore sunglasses. I want to say it was Captain Vic, but I Googled Captain Vic and nothing come up to look like him. I'll do some research. He might not have been on long. I remember only catching him a couple of times. That's probably why it's kind of hard to find. But Sir Ghastly here, after seeing him, yeah, I've seen him before too. I'm not sure what channel he was on in Detroit, but I've seen this cat. Give you the Black Scorpion, baby. But we went over Triple H's love song to Blumpkin Becky. I gotta go look at my thing. I don't even know what else I was supposed to cover tonight. I don't remember. Yeah, W Wrestling. Hold up. Becky, so we'll go back to my boy. I haven't started watching it yet, Joe. Is it worth the watch? I haven't started it. I was watching while I was at the doctor's office today, while I was in the waiting room. I was watching a couple of videos on Star Wars Acolyte. I might give it a whirl. The Ben Kenobi, pretty much did me in. Fabulous Freebirds. Hell yeah, Jennifer. I love them hillbillies. Bad Street, Atlanta, USA. Bunch of wild ass hillbillies in their goddamn commie Confederate flag. Terry Bam Bam Gordy was a beast, though. Motherfucking when they added Jimmy Garvin. Woo! Jimmy Garvin, baby. Yeah, those there's a small luchador, those feuds with the Von Erichs and the Freebirds, and yeah, it was entertaining. Morgus. You look, as soon as I see him, I'll remember him. I'm talking like 1983, 84. It's a long time ago. Like I said, I only caught him a couple of times. No, that's a white guy too. You about Morgus the Magnificent? Oh, that's a movie or something. To the 80s, horror host, late night. He was out of New Orleans. I'll do some research. Big gold or 10 pounds of gold. Oh, those are my two favorite title belts. So what's that tell you? I cannot. I'm going to have to be honest with you, Joe. I'm going to say it's a big gold. Because I can see in this room 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth one. And I know I already moved it to the other room. There's a fifth one in there. So I have 6 big golds, actually. 7, counting the Rey Mysterio big gold. Forgot about it. So I got 7 big golds. Iceman King Parsons. Yes. I have the shop crew main belt, as they call it. I don't care what anybody says. If you're going to have one wrestling belt in a collection, the one to get is the Fandu Lux, their deluxe one. because I have regular Fandu Big Golds, and then I have the Lux one. And hands down, I mean, I'm looking at one of, well, I have two of them actually now, but I'm looking at my Flair one over there, and it's just, it's a thing of beauty, God damn it. It brings a tear to the luchador's eye like the national anthem does. If there was one wrestling belt for all of America, it'd be the Big Gold, baby. What, the Big Gold belt? That's, I want to stand up. You know the Big Gold. I don't want to stand up. Luchador's in the privacy of his own home. I don't want you to see my red, white, blue banana hammock, boys and girls. The women will lose their mind, and so will the men. They'll know what they're competing with, and they won't be able to take it. I don't want to be responsible for anybody harming themselves. Whoa. Yeah, I can cut a video on that. I forgot about that. I got a little something. Would you just find it in the fridge?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you about it.
No, I thought you wanted it for here.
Oh, I was going to do an actual video, but I can steal it off this.
Okay.
Banana for scale. Eggplant, baby. Biggin. Well, I got a little something out here. I'll do a little review. For all you Star Trek nerds out there, set your phasers on stun, baby. So I guess in the Star Trek movies, they drink blue milk. This right here, some Star Trek milk I found at Giant Eagle. This is what Captain Kirk drank with his Uncle Ben and his Aunt May over in Queens before he got the power of being Spider-Man for the Federation. So you got some blue milk. True Moo. I don't know why they got Darth Vader on there because I know this is Star Trek, not Star Wars. So we're going to give it a whirl. Oh, so I have 8. Joe, thank you, Joe, for pointing that out. I have 8 Big Golds. But we're gonna review this for all the Star Trek people out there. Set your phasers on stun. Don't get the Klingons on me. I'm gonna send that blue milk. I don't know why Captain Kirk would drink this, to be honest with you. It's got a weird... It's like a malted vanilla. Why would you drink this, Captain Kirk? I don't get it. I'm going to rate this Star Trek milk. I'm going to rate this... I drink a lot of milk. I'm going to rate that 1.5 out of 5 luchadors. The only reason it's getting the full 1 is because it's milk. It's good for you. Hulk Hogan said it. Drink your milk, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. He actually meant snort cocaine, inject antibiotic steroids, and fuck everybody over. That's what he actually meant. Yeah, 1.5 out of 5 luchadors on that. That's what we call an ocean set. Well, I do everything big, Joe. The American luchador, baby. I don't fuck around. I go big or I don't leave the house. It's one of the two. It's very nice milk. I know where you're going with that. Fuck Money Fusselman will get a kick out of that. It's very nice milk. That's what I rate it. It's very nice milk. Wait a minute. How are they doing? In Star Wars, live long and prosper. Then he called his brother. Hogan was I call him the huckster. There was a piece of shit, man. Legit. That's one of those ones that goes back to everybody else can't be wrong. You know what I mean? During the heyday, he politicked. He did everything he could to stay on top for as long as he could, you know, and fuck everybody else. And that was what got him to, well, what he was. Dude's a racist, a backstabber. I mean, what redeeming quality did he have? I don't know. A little bit of microphone skills, I guess. Yeah, and then there's that. Yeah, he did remarry somebody. It's like, I think maybe 2 years older than his daughter. What was his daughter's name? Britt? No, can't remember. I watched that show. Hogan Knows Best. Is that what it's called? That's when I started realizing what a piece of garbage he was. You know, as a child, I bought into his whole America, do right, you know, and I never was a good guy fan, but I'm like, you know, he's putting out some positive vibes here, you know. I was always the chaotic, neutral, bad guy. Like Piper. Was Piper truly ever really a bad guy? Shit like that. He found God now. Yeah, he's probably dying of cancer is why. From all them steroids, and he thinks that'll give him the heaven. Speaking of that, I will go on another rant that's actually real. Jets don't like the good guys. I never was a good guys guy. I mean, it's like The Undertaker. Was he ever really a good guy? Chaotic neutral. Sting, Surfer Sting, really, he had his moments. And then Sting when he took down the NWO, but that was for the whole storyline for the better of the company, not really because he was a good guy, if that makes sense. Borderline chaotic neutral. I'm chaotic neutral, but I'm all for America. Speaking of which, I had a guy, this is just how things go. I had a guy buy some G.I. Joe loose figures and weapons from me on eBay. So I know Bob knows the story. I told him about it already. So the guy wins them, and it was 24 loose, better than beater figures in one of the double tray cases for anybody that's a Joe guy out there knows, and then a Ziploc bag of weapons. So I took a picture of the bag of weapons, and I flipped it over and took a picture. You could see it was the same weapons. I was just showing both sides. So the guy wins the auction, right? Bidding all the way up to the last minute. Then messages me, I don't know, 2 days later, because he still hadn't paid. Yeah, this is Bob's daily life. Oh, I can't pay till Wednesday or whatever, you know, coming up. This was like on a Thursday. He finally messaged me. He won them on a Sunday or a Monday. He's like, I can't pay till then. So he finally pays. I already boxed the shit up, right? Had it ready to go. Printed off the label. He's like, you mailed those yet? I'm like, no, he made it to the post office. Well, why haven't you mailed them yet? I'm like, well, I don't know. You waited 4 days to pay me. I'm not just going to make a special trip to the post office. I mean, but I was nice about it. O-ring figures. Yes, Tony. A bunch of stuff from 88 on, just stuff that, and a lot of accessory pack weapons and shit like that. Stuff that to me had no value. As far as a reseller, it's not worth nickel and dime in them. Well, it's not nickel and dime. They're $5, $6, $7, $10 a piece. It's just not worth my time and effort to price them out and deal with people. So this fucking prick finally gets the package, and we're going to go into the God thing here. But on between that, he got my name, messaging me on Facebook trying to buy Joe stuff direct from me. He's in Arkansas, I think it is. I'm like, if you live closer, I got a bunch of vehicles and shit I'm selling. I really don't want to ship them. It's a pain in the ass and the chance I'm getting broke. Well, any more figures, any more of this? So he finally gets the box and he goes, Hey, man. He messaged me on Facebook. There's only one bag of weapons in there. I go, it says in the description, one bag of weapons. And if you look at the pictures, you can see it's the same bag. I just flipped it over so you can see the backpacks and stuff in the back of it. He goes, well, there was no bag of weapons in there. I'm like, well, did you get the vintage paperwork that I threw in there? There's like a bonus. When I sell stuff, I always throw in extra shit. He's like, yeah, well, they're in the same Ziploc bag together. But so I got him another bag of weapons, put them together, mailed them out to him, direct. And then, because I can see his Facebook, I didn't add him as a friend, but once you communicate with somebody on Facebook, they come up in your feed or whatever, right? This guy outright lied. And it goes back to he's a man of God. He's some kind of preacher at this fucking church and all this Jesus this and Jesus that. I'm like, that figures. That tracks. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I'm not hating on religion. I'm just telling you. I've seen it. Keyboard warriors. But, I gave him another in my opinion, $15 worth of weapons, and it cost me $5. So I'm out $20. I just didn't want a negative feedback on eBay. Because if he throws a fit, even though I can show the messages where he violated eBay's policy right off the rip, contacting me directly, because you get, the person's name. You're not supposed to do that. It's part of the user agreement. This Jesus freak, man of God, trying to circumvent eBay because he in his message, because I don't want to pay the taxes. Jesus, man. I'd rather not pay the taxes, he says. And I give him $20 worth of shit so as not to get a negative feedback. And I hope that gets him into heaven. Because I know I'm getting into heaven because I'm one of God's chosen people. It's good to be a Jew. Nobody wants to pay taxes. I agree. But yeah, it's one of the things you got to do. You got to pay the man. You got to pay the man. The man doesn't like it when you don't pay him. The man gets very upset. And I'm not talking about Becky Lynch. I'm talking about the man. I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. But it's always them I'm not going to give his name out because I don't want to put him on blast, but I'll tell you what kind of church he belongs to, because I just seen something before I come on the air. So I got to mark it that I don't follow this cat or whatever, where you put him in timeout. So even though I'm not a friend of his, so I don't see all his Jesus shit. He's had 9 new posts today. But he just said he was leaving this particular church, Pentecostal church, for the manger display. That's kind of Jesus display I'd put up in my yard. I want to see him armed with a Kalashnikov, baby. The greatest battle rifle ever made. The commies got one thing right, and they stole the design from the Germans. They just made it cheaper. They're indestructible, baby. They fire a 7.62 by 3.9 round. I mean, you can get them chambered and other things, but the standard one. They got them in 223, etc. and so on. But that rifle's indestructible. It's got like 9 moving parts in it. I think the whole rifle's 9 moving parts, if I'm not mistaken. Google it. Somebody fact check me. Kalashnikov is 9 parts. 9 basic parts. So simple a child can operate it. God invented that weapon. Anybody Google it? But other than that, yeah, that was a little disheartening. But I know for a fact that his package got delivered yesterday, and he hasn't messaged me anymore. And I got a positive feedback. So I mean, take it from someone who's traipsed around in the desert over there. You better be packing, baby. I think that's what happened to my brain. It got baked a little bit. I'll Google it. Nobody else did it. Wiggy Bobby went awful quiet. Oh, no, I was a little. Okay, I was a little wrong. It's 15 parts total. 7 of them move. I was right in there. There's not a lot to it. There's just not a lot. But it's perfect. And it's actually beautiful. Even when it's all rusty and crusty and beat up. Work of art. He was looking for a horror host from Detroit. That was fucking 3 hours ago, my dude. Well, now that I wish it would focus. There's the damage. It said it was healing nicely, but as you can see, the scar goes from here. Do. Oh, wrong way. Do. And that's where they stopped cutting. But from that compression wrap they had on it, compared to this morning, they don't recommend sleeping in it. They gave me more of it to wrap in the morning. They gave me some gel thingamabobs to put on here for nighttime. They're reusable, like sticky gel pads you put on it. I don't know what the fuck they are. I'm not a doctor. I'm like, all right, sounds cool. But on that note, I think we're going to call it a night. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm not sure why you do. Remember, if Triple H hits me up with his Cash App or lets me spend some money on his EBT, I'll record Bay on a vacation far away. Come around and I talk it over. So many things I want to say, but you never understand me. You know I like my girls a lot younger. I just want to use your hunchback tonight. Happy holidays, all my 420 friends. Remember, show is brought to you by Midnight Smoke Shop, 3712 Pearl Road, Cleveland, Ohio. Open 365 days a year. 9 a.m. to midnight. It's 420 tomorrow. You don't see the poofs. That's holidays to some of these people. I ain't mad at them. Do you? This is America. I just want to use your hump tonight. Whoa! There's still a reward out for that jean jacket. $10.01 on an EBT card. I thought that was farts. Get the fuck out of here, Bob. Jesus, Bob. Night, Jets. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Hursky. Bob, I'll see you when I see you. Let me know you want to lay down some tracks for this song, brother. As long as he lets us get some steaks or shrimps on his EBT card, I'll be cool with it. Get some of them jumbo shrimps. Cook them on the grill with our fucking porterhouses. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm not sure why you do. Enjoy 420 tomorrow. Night, Jennifer. I will give Mrs. Luch this MJF card. Once I hand it to her, she don't get it to Tony. Irritable bowel syndrome, baby, IBS. Remember, I will see you next Saturday. And as always, America, and go fuck yourself.